Okay, we're following Colney Heath. It's very difficult to see here, but there's a sign on the left hand side. Quite difficult to see. Just start to move on to the little hatch if it's safe to do so before you get to where you wait. So it's the right turn here, Colney Heath Lane. Plenty of time before the bus gets here, so round we go into Colney Heath Lane. So following signs for Colney Heath generally if it's independent driving. Brings us down to another mini roundabout. Not sure the cyclist knows where he's going. Oh yes he does. Okay, so it's left at that roundabout for Colney Heath. There was a sign. Brings me over this weak bridge, going towards, again, if you're not familiar with the area looking at the video, you're going towards Nicholas Breakspear School, or Nicky B's as it's sometimes known locally. So over the quirky little bridge, of which there's 3 or 4 of in St Albans. We're heading towards the dual carriageway, the A414, and what's locally known as the Bonabout or the Longabout because of the shape of it. So I'll show you that as well. So this is Colney Heath Lane. Now when you get a bit further down here, the examiner will probably tell you to follow signs for Hatfield and then Smallford. Again, so it's very straightforward as long as you're looking for the signs and you're taking in what you're being told. We're approaching the 414 now. It's difficult to see the sign down here because it's actually almost buried in the hedge as it were, so you're not going to see it until you're right on top of it. You can see the traffic going past the junction as you approach. So although you call it a longabout or a bonabout, there's the sign, it is still a roundabout. So keep in the left hand lane. What you have to be careful of here is people doing U-turns on the other side. There aren't any such vehicles at the moment. It can be quite busy from the right, again, which I know you can't see in the video. There's the chance. As you come round in the left hand lane, you'll see the sign for Smallford on the left hand side, so that's what we're following. Just going past the sign now, I don't know if you can pick it up on the video. Basically it's the first exit off again. Tiny little bit of dual carriageway driving. Here we are, signs in front of you again. Here we come for Smallford. There we go. It's a 40 limit. Now what you do when you come along here if you're independent driving, the examiner will just tell you that the road narrows ahead. So it generally doesn't say any more than that. But for those of you that have done this on your lessons, what you're going to find is another one of those funny little bridges which goes sharply right and then sharply left. You could come in either direction. For the purposes of the video we're just coming this way of course. So slow right down, beware you're not snagging the mirror on the wall. So slow right down as you go over the bridge and then you can pick the speed up again as you come off. Do not attempt to go over that bridge too fast. So as I said, he will just tell you that the road is narrowing ahead. So that's your warning as it were for what's happening.